Due to muted global demand, we are seeing continuous cost pressures coming from customer, which has translated into lower spreads on margins. Let me take you through the financial performance for the quarter. During Q1 FY24, the company revenues stood at 422 crore, impacted by the prolonged challenging global macroeconomic environment, demand slowdown and decline in the prices across industry. EBITDA stood at negative 15 crore during the quarter, owing to higher cost of operation due to lower capacity utilization coupled with the destocking of inventory. We are primarily into two segments. One is agrochemical and second is pigments. In first quarter, agrochemical comprised of 71% of our revenue, whereas pigment comprised of 29% of the revenue. In agrochemicals, the major cause for downtrend is on the account of lack of demand and excess supply of product across industry. Globally, the market is under pressure due to recessionary situation, weaker demand and dropping prices. All these factors put together has pushed companies into cutting down the inventory pipeline, which is further hampering the demand and causing pricing pressure. During this quarter, we witnessed subdued demand, which led to lower capacity utilization and impacting our operational efficiencies, and high overheads has impacted our profitability. However, once the situation starts stabilizing, Meghmani Organics is well placed in this segment solely because we are backward integrated and the key raw materials used in agrochemicals are available locally, which makes us competitive in the global presence. The pigment industry has been on a downtrend since second quarter of last year. Muted demand has caused piling up of pipeline inventory. As compared to Q4 FY23, there is a slight improvement in pigments in this quarter, but overall the demand scenario is muted. We expect the trend to continue for the coming quarters. China has imposed anti-dumping duty, which has impacted offtake from Indian players. Currently, we are witnessing raw material prices getting stabilized and there has been a significant drop in the shipping cost. As our major revenues is coming from export, which has always been beneficial for the growth of the company and has enabled us to expand our presence across the globe. However, during this period, we are witnessing that the demand from global markets are not encouraging, while the demand in the domestic market is quite stable. We are focusing to make further inroads into the domestic market, increasing its contribution to our total revenue base, thus enabling us to strike a balance between both the markets. Let me now share the updates on the Capex. On the pigment side, titanium dioxide plant has been commissioned and is under trial production. The capacity ramp-up will be done gradually. Commissioning of the cogen power plant is expected in third quarter of FY24. The Capex in the crop nutrition segment, Nano urea, is progressing as planned. The commercial production of Nano urea is expected somewhere in the Q4 of FY24. The plant in Gujarat will have an annual capacity of 5 crore bottles, and at present the seed marketing has started under the Meghmani Nano urea brand. To conclude, in this testing times, as a management of the company, our priority is to be able to withstand this downturn and be able to overcome these challenging times. During this time, we have adopted certain strategies such as cost rationalization, where the management has proactively undertaken cost control measures, clearing the high-priced inventory, optimizing the working capital utilization, and enhancing cash conservation cycle to maintain our balance sheet strength. Lastly, I would like to reiterate that our long-term goals remain intact. some of the virtues such as our expanded infrastructure, plant compatibility, wide product range, and geographical reach will help Meghmani Organics to command suitable long-term position. With this, I hand over the call to the moderator to open the floor for questions and answers. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Participants present on the audio bridge who wish to ask a question may press star and 1 on the touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. We have our first question from the line of Ankit Gupta from Bamboo Capital. Please go ahead. I'm sorry, his line is disconnected. Ladies and gentlemen, to ask a question, please press star and 1 on your phone now. We have a question from Yashwantrao Mane, an investor. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I will just, the question is on Nano urea. As you mentioned, so this product needs to be like, how to convince the farmers, right?
Sorry, sir, can you use your handset mode, please? Your voice is not very clear.
Okay, is it audible now? Am I audible now?
Little better.
Is it better now?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So the question is on Nano urea. So basically, they were saying like couple of previous meetings I was attended, and then they were saying that like they are planning to 500 crore bottles, okay, from the from next Q4, I think. So, but the usage of that, how it is going to be like? Basically, are they are you going to convince the farmers to use this, or it is just a production we are going to create, but the usage is still we need to penetrate into the farmers?
Yashwanji, I'm sorry, your voice is not so clear, but can I repeat your question? You want to know from when we will be starting the production? That is what your question?
So that I came to know. But see, it has to be like when we are producing the product, the end user must use it, right? Basically. So for that, are you guys started like working with them in discussing with the farmers, or like convincing the farmers to use this, or still or not?
So you mean to say the field demonstration to the farmer?
Exactly. Yeah. Right. Yes.
Yes. So as I mentioned, we have already started the seed marketing of our product. Our product is already there in the field. We have hired a good amount of team members demonstrating to the farmer on the field the kind of the benefit of the product, how to use it. All these activities we have already started. And so that when our production starts, we have a reasonable amount of market share available or the customer base available.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have our next question from the line of Rahul Veera from Abacus. Please go ahead.
Hi, Ankit.
Yes, all right. Good evening.
How are you, sir? Good evening. Just a quick question. By when do you think we'll be able to do commercial supplies from our new titanium dioxide plant?
Commercial production from the titanium dioxide plant?
Yeah.
So we have already started the production, but it is under trial run. So we hope that the commercial production will start somewhere in the beginning of the Q3.
Q3. Okay. And we'll be able to sell close to like 1,000, 2,000 tons, or it's going like 100, 200 tons?
In the first year, you mean to say, or?
Yeah. In 6 months, like Q3, Q4 together.
In 6 months' time, I think we should be able to sell a good amount of volume, because our capacity is 50 tons per day. So if at all for the next 6 months, if we are able to run at, let's say, 60% capacity, then also we should be able to able to do almost 3,000, nearly 3,000 tons, 4,000 tons.
Okay.
4,000 tons.
Sure. And does this product require approval or anything, like are the customers coming and testing the quality or anything that is in progress as of now?
In certain customers, yes, there is some long time of approval and quality approval, but there are a lot of other customers where the approval comes very fast.
Okay. Fair point. And sir, on the agrochemical side, now considering the 2,4-2 prices would have almost be closer to bottom as of now. On the domestic side, what is the strategy? Are you planning B2C now?
So now that we are already into B2C, the thing is what we have seen over the last many years, because of our diverse presence, not only in India but also the global market, different markets, we were able to get the benefit out of it. But this time, for the first time, we have seen the global market condition is under pressure, but the domestic market is doing relatively good. So we felt that somewhere down the line, we also need to focus on the Indian market. So we will be doing B2B or B2C, whatever presence, but we need to have a little stronger presence in the domestic market as well. So even after doing that, our export segment will always be much more. But we would like to have a significant presence in the domestic market as well.
Right. Fair. And so do you think that all the high cost inventory across both the segments, pigment and 2,4-D, like agrochemical side, is completely over now, so that no inventory losses are there in the further quarter?
So I would say majority is getting cleared now. So we will have some impact in the second quarter as well.
Okay. Fair point. Yeah, that's it from me. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. A reminder to participants to press star and 1 to ask a question. We have a question from the line of Rohit Sinha from Sunidhi Securities. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for taking the question. One thing I wanted to understand, as you are saying that we are looking to focus on domestic market now as well, and currently we have a significant export exposure. So does this titanium dioxide subsidy addition will because most of our TiO2 would be for the domestic market, so that will change the mix as a domestic and export, or will be adding few products or few segments in the agrochemical as well as pigment for the domestic market other than TiO2?
So Rohit, two things we are doing as of now. So titanium dioxide definitely will have a much stronger presence in the domestic market. So that will balance pigment division's revenue as far as export and the domestic business is concerned. At the same time, in agrochemical, with the introduction of Nano urea, that will also make our domestic presence quite strong. And along with that, we will also push our existing agrochemical product and some of the new agrochemical product which we are already introducing in the current year. So overall point of view, in absolute value, there will be good growth in next 3 years from the domestic business, which will eventually partly balance the export business as well.
Okay. And in terms of margin front, it would be in the similar range, or would there be any kind of difference?
It will be more or less in the similar range.
Okay, got it. And sir, on this agrochemical side, as I think significant downside we have seen right now, and as you are indicating for Q2, maybe there would be some spillover also of this inventory issues. So when, how we should be looking at a recovery going forward in Q3 or Q4? Is there a price improvement possibility, volume addition, or geography addition we can expect?
So in the current market, typically the Q2 will also be subdued. we see some demand improving from the third quarter onwards, but proper improvement will be seen somewhere in the fourth quarter. That is what we feel.
Okay. And that would be driven by order inflows, or would there be some price improvement also?
Partly quantity and partly price.
Got it. One last question on this. In your opening remark, you mentioned about the ADD on the pigment side from China. So how we are looking at that angle, and how it would going to impact us?
So, as I mentioned, currently the global market consumption is hampered. Same way, even in the consumption in China is also very much impacted. We already see the China economy is facing a lot of problems. But now the government has started giving support, stimulus package to the construction industry in China. So we see the demand improving in coming few days. So once that will happen, overall demand will pick up for the pigment even in China. But as far as the anti-dumping duty is concerned, from India to China, there is close to 15 to 20%, depending on different supplier. There is anti-dumping duty, and so that is there.
Okay.
Yeah. But our supplies to China, compared to other supplier on Meghmani, there is a lower anti-dumping duty.
Got it.
Percentage. Yeah. So. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Sinha?
Yeah. Yes, got it, sir.
Our export to China is to the tune of nearly 10% only, not more than that.
Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's it from my side.
Thank you. We have our next question from the line of Rahul Jain from Credence Wealth. Please go ahead.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes.
Sure. Thanks for the opportunity. So Ankit bhai, just to understand overall positioning of the industry, and we do understand that industry is going through a very tough times, including a lot of MNCs globally also have given a very subdued, weak commentary. And you just mentioned that you expect demand probably to improve somewhere from quarter 3, and improvement could be visible in quarter 4.
Correct.
Some stability in, right? Okay.
Correct.
And with regards to prices, so what I see from our presentation is our production utilization was down roughly 27%. Our revenues were down 47%. So firstly, do we take this production similarly? The volumes of sales must be down 27%.
You can say that. So the volume is down little bit, about to the tune of 25 to 30%. But there is much more pressure on the prices. Because of that, the revenue is down by nearly 45 to 50%.
True. We do understand prices are being down. So post-June, has there been some further correction in the prices?
Not much.
So have those prices now stabilized, or they are still volatile in terms of, fluctuations on a weekly basis?
Now, I would say there is not significant change taking place in the prices. There are, in some area, there is some changes taking place, but not that significant, which we have seen compared to, based on the first quarter number, whatever changes is there, that has already been taken care, and now there is no significant change.
Sure. And with regard to the inventory destocking, typically, in your understanding, your judgment, based on the interaction with various customers and suppliers across the industry, what kind of inventory will still persist in the system?
What kind of?
What amount of inventory destocking is still to be done in the system as a whole?
Okay. Now, the consumption pattern has started in the different market, but channel inventory is still there, because what has happened, if we try to understand the situation, last year there was a lot of supply chain related problem and the prices were very volatile. So everybody started stocking the material left, right and center. And which is in this year the supply chain is completely back to the normal. There is a oversupply, and somewhere down the line the demand was little subdued because of the over inventory. And because of these factors, the pressure has started building. Now the good thing is the consumption has started in different markets, slowly, gradually, and that will lead, the moment the inventory will be back to the normal level, people will start purchasing. So we feel that as of now, from the manufacturer point of view, majority of the companies have they have reduced the inventory level substantially. There will be to the tune of nearly now 25 to 30% inventory compared to the previous quarter.
Sure. And with regards to our product basket, sir, I understand pyrethroids is facing much higher problem. That is my understanding, and correct me if I'm going wrong. So if you could specify somewhere in any of the product ranges, are we seeing some green shoots?
So Rahul bhai, it is across the product range, not just in the pyrethroid, but if we look at the agrochemical complete product range, it has been this kind of situation. Even, if I give you the example which is not relevant to Meghmani, but even immediate off patent products like CTPR, chlorantraniliprole, even there is a oversupply compared to demand in China, and which has led to drop in the prices significantly in the global market. So this is just one of the example I am sharing with you.
Sure, that's quite helpful, Ankit bhai. Thank you so much for the insights, and let's hope things really come back sooner. I wish you all the best.
Definitely, we are very hopeful, because the kind of the infrastructure what we have created and the kind of the backward integration what we have, we are just waiting that time should improve. The things should improve with the coming few quarters. Once that will happen, we will be able to take the benefit of the market condition much better way compared to other players.
Sure. So just one question last, if I can squeeze in. With regards to the new product introduction, we have introduced certain new products in last 6 months to 9 months. And as we move forward now for the next 2-3 quarters, could you share some details on new product introductions?
So the new products what we have introduced in the recent time, we have started getting registration in different markets. As in the past I have mentioned, in the agrochemical segment, to penetrate this new product, it takes nearly 3 to 4 years time, because it will get registration in different markets in this time period. So slowly, gradually it has started picking up. We feel that in FY25, from in the next financial year, we will have much better position in the new product.
Sure. Thanks, Ankit bhai.
Thank you.
Best wishes.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, to ask a question, please press star and 1 on your phone now. We have our next question from the line of Ankit Gupta from Bamboo Capital. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, Ankit bhai.
Yeah, hi. Good evening.
Good evening.
So, like we in Q1 and even prior to that, many of the companies in the sector were indicating that, month on month there has been a price erosion in the prices of the technicals, especially synthetic pyrethroids. So you have said that the things have started improving from this quarter, from July onwards. Is that right? Have the prices stabilized now, and have we seen any upturn in the prices?
So the stabilization has happened in the prices. Now the prices are not going down further. Now the improvement in the prices will only happen once there will be a good demand. So as I mentioned, we are waiting for the demand to come back, which will start somewhere in the Q3 or Q4. Once that will happen, slowly, gradually, price will start improving.
Sure. I think one of the Brazil agrochem season is expected to start in the coming few months. How is the indication of demand from that market, since it's the largest agrochem market of the world?
Yes, so Ankit bhai, what has happened, typically there is more pressure in the US market. Brazil market consumption pattern has already started. We see that demand in next few months will be there, good demand will be there. But still, because there is overall more supply compared to demand, there will be price pressure. So we don't see price going down any further, but the momentum will happen from the consumption point of view.
Sure. And one more thing I wanted to understand. You said that some of the newly off-patented molecules like CTPR also have seen significant price erosion. Normally, in the sector, what we used to see is that, the price erosion for like patented molecules which lost patent used to be pretty gradual. So why has there been a significant price erosion in newly off-patented molecules like CTPR? Is it that because of many registrations have happened for that product? So what is changing in the industry that for such niche molecules price erosion is severe?
So I'm sorry, I won't be able to give you more idea on that because we are not there in CTPR.
In general, if you can give, for some of the newly patented molecules, why has there been no significant price erosion which is happening now?
The only thing I can share that, it was one of the biggest insecticides globally and a lot of people were eyeing this product. And suddenly, there were a lot of suppliers for this product and there was not that much demand. It led to the price erosion significantly. That is what has happened for this particular product.
Sure. And do you think that can also be the scenario in some of the large products going forward also?
For the generic product where we are present, the prices are already at bottommost level. Now it cannot go any further down. The only thing can happen, the price will go up. The moment there will be a reasonably good demand, it will start going up.
Sure. And in terms of prices of raw material, how has that been what has been the trend in the raw material prices of ours? Have they also declined in the same trend as the technical price?
Yes, even in the raw material we have been seeing significant reduction in pricing. But we were not able to take the benefit of the raw material because there was not much demand. So whatever demand was there, we were trying to clear the inventory which we were having. So now the moment inventory gets clear, we will be buying a new price raw material which will be coming at much lower price, so which will help in the coming quarters.
So okay. Thank you and wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. We have our next question from the line of Niharika from Equitas Investment. Please go ahead.
Hi, thank you for the opportunity. My question would be first for titanium dioxide, that do we already have some pre-orders in place for this, and 4,000 tons for the 6 months, how much revenue would it entail considering current prices for it?
So we feel for this year it should generate revenue of close to 50 to 60 crore.
And any margins they would be making and some color on that?
So it is little early to discuss on the margin because, as we mentioned that the plant is under stabilization. Our focus is to first get the right quality product at the right yield level and with the proper output. So this is going to be the target for this financial year, and from the next year we'll be focusing on the margin.
Okay. And how much of, based on Agrochem, so how much of inventory are we carrying in our books as of 30th of June?
You mean total inventory?
Just yes. For the agrochemical?
Both of them, Agrochem and...
On an average, if you see our working capital, so equivalent to 1.5 months in general, we maintain the inventory.
And in June, is it for 1.5 months only as of June?
Yes.
Okay.
Around it is 79 days, I think.
Okay. And on Nano urea, IFCO is also building a 5 crore plant, and it is also going to start in Q4 of this financial year. So is there some understanding with them based on some geographical area which they are catering and which we are catering, some marketing collab, or how's the competitive landscape would be after IFCO and Meghmani both are there?
So IFCO's plant is already there. They are already manufacturing and selling in a big way. So our plant will be ready somewhere in the Q4. So till the time our plant is getting ready, we have started seed marketing for this product. So our product is already there in the market, where under the brand name of Meghmani Nano urea. And this will help. Once our plant will start, we'll have a customer base ready. Our product will be already approved by them. So there will be a good amount of confidence in the customer base. So that is what our target is.
Okay. Our pricing would be linked to what IFCO is also selling in the market, because we'll also have to be competitive with them if they are already there and established.
It is the pricing model is the same as of IFCO.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, to ask a question, please press star and 1 on your phone now. We have a question from the line of Hemant Kanunko from Norasia Trading. Please go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening, Hemant bhai.
Yeah, sir, in the investor presentation for the titanium dioxide, it is mentioned that the phase 2 Capex would be done after considering the stabilization of the phase 1. So any change in the strategy which we have done, or how it is? Can you just give it right?
Even by the thing is, as you know, the global market condition for the chemical sector was under pressure. So rather than going too much aggressive and keep on spending, we decided first let us stabilize with whatever capacity, whatever we have decided. Let us first achieve it thoroughly, and then we go for the second phase.
Okay, but sir, are we be able to produce the rutile grade quality, or we still getting the desired output?
We are producing anatase grade.
Okay, so how soon can we get the rutile? Like about couple of quarters or 1 quarter?
Yeah, I think it will take another 3 quarters.
Okay, for the rutile grade, which is basically the more adopted, accepted product by the paint manufacturers.
So there is already a market for anatase grade as well as rutile grade. It is not like that there is no market for anatase grade. There is already a significant market, so we are able to sell the product.
Okay. And sir, about our current pigment business, now considering that weak outlook and also the stagnating demand because of the previous call, and also the overcapacity in the market, and we being a big player, our overhead being little high. So what is the strategy now going forward? Are we coming up with an alternative, or what is the strategy going forward for our pigment business, which has always been, from the last 3-4 quarters, it has been under pressure. So what is the management's view? What is their idea, how to take it forward, the pigment business?
Hemant bhai, you are absolutely correct. It's a very challenging phase for the pigment segment, and we have been evaluating different options. But what has happened since last 6 months, again, overall chemical segment is also under significant pressure, and so we are not able to take proper call. But the strategy on which the management is working will be announcing to the market probably next 1 quarter.
Okay, so is it basically different product or completely, or some value-added products what we are thinking? Any guidance?
First of all, we'll be announcing our strategy, what we are planning to do, and then we'll be letting you know that whether we'll be making some other product or some other things. So that will also be part of it.
Okay, sir. And sir, about the nano urea, so now on the field level, there is not too much of adoption from the farmers. Okay, now when we are saying that we are expecting about 1,000 crore revenue from FY25 or FY26 onwards, now as of now, we do not have any total know about the market. So is it something which the government is planning so that we are having a proper idea that, we get 1,000 crore revenue? Because on the field level, if you ask the farmers today also, they are not so positive about the Nano urea as a product. So how, as a management, how can we be assured that we can get it, we can get the product approval or made by the farmers for this business?
So even by 1,000 crore revenue, it is people ask how much revenue it can generate. So based on the capacity of the plant, on the full year of operation basis, it can generate 1,000 crore revenue. That is what is a guideline. We are not going to have that much revenue in the year of 25. So it will take some time. Definitely, we need to do a lot of field activity. The farmer, who is the ultimate consumer, has to agree upon. And what is happening, as of now, the conventional urea, till that is available, farmer doesn't want to shift to the Nano urea. They doesn't want to take any risk or trial, anything like that. But now, slowly, gradually, government has started controlling the supply of the fertilizer. At the same time, they want to promote significantly this new technology fertilizer, which is the Nano urea, Nano DAP, all of them. So under that, government has come up with the new policy PM Pranam Yojana. Under PM Pranam Yojana, whatever subsidy government is giving to the customer, government has said that any reduction, let's say if Gujarat as a state, by selling more of a Nano urea saves 1,000 crore of subsidy. I'm just sharing an example. That 1,000 crore will be saved by the central government. So central government has said that out of 1,000 crore, we'll be giving 500 crore to the state. So the Gujarat will receive 500 crore. With that, government can do whatever they want to do it to promote the agriculture.
But sir, ultimately the government has to take some hard steps to basically, help ask the farmers to take that product. Unless they come up with some rules or something where they can end the subsidy. So is there any sign from the government which which of course you as a management, you are into that product, so you're basically more aware about what is going on in the market?
So there can be two things. One is forcing the farmer to use the product. Second thing is to make him believe about the product. So that is what is possible only by educating, showing him the field trial. Lot of demonstration has to be given, convincing him. There will be, for any kind of new technology, any new adoption, it is always difficult. The moment it gets adapted, then it becomes an habit for the farmer. So as of now, the farmers are habitual for the conventional urea. The moment they will take a slow change and they will see the benefit out of it, then slowly, gradually, they will be shifting to the new product. This will happen over a period. It will not happen overnight. So we feel that it will take at least 3 to 4 years to reach at the optimum level.
Okay. And last question, sir. As per our last call, there was some guidance given in the annual report that we're expecting about 4,000 crore revenue and about 600 crore EBITDA by FY25. Does that still hold, considering today's market and the dynamics going on right now?
In the current market situation, it may be delayed for sure because prices are substantially corrected. And so the correct timeline, we will be revising it again. But we are very, very optimistic from the growth journey of the company, because kind of the infrastructure and the path what we have decided will definitely achieve the target.
Okay, sir. That's it, sir. Best of luck for future.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. We have our next question from the line of Deepesh Sancheti from Manya Finance. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Am I audible?
Yes.
Sir, just wanted to know what is the debt situation right now?
As of now, we have long-term debt of 375 crore on standalone and 125 for KCL. The total is 500 crore. And our debt equity stands at 0.40.
0.40. That is comfortable position. Okay. And regarding the new product which we had launched which was given to the paint industry, titanium dioxide. What have been the sales in this quarter? And going forward, for this year, how much are we expecting?
Now, as Ankit has told, the plant is under trial production as of now. So in the next quarter, we are expecting it should be commercialized, and then we will be able to give you an exact number. And on top line perspective, some estimate has already been mentioned, around 50 crore in this year we are expecting from TiO2.
Okay, 50 crore. Okay, and sir, going forward, all the inventory losses, because even the previous questions also you answered, I think. But just wanted to know, going forward, we won't have this inventory problem, no?
Yes, now it is on liquidation only because we have already taken the hit for this actually. The destocking has already been done. So this will be getting liquidated in this quarter.
Okay. And what is the expect? In this quarter, how have been the price? How are the prices behaving?
Prices have more or less stabilized as far as finished products are concerned. And from the raw material side also, it is stabilized now.
Stabilized. So we should see good operation numbers going ahead.
Yes, as mentioned, from the end of third quarter or from the fourth quarter, once this new raw material inventory will start coming and will get produced, so we will see the improvement.
Yeah. So just one more question about Meghmani Fine Chem. The money which was supposed to come from Meghmani Fine Chem, has it come and or there's still time?
So out of 210 crore, we have already received 60 crore. So balance is 150. So we will be receiving gradually.
Okay, gradually. So that all this money will be used for debt reduction or for future expansion?
Depending upon the situation, because as of now, expect this in addition to Kilburn, where this cogeneration power plant is getting commissioned, we will be having small Capex, plus our Nano urea, where we will be spending Capex for that. We don't have any major Capex, so then we can say it will be, I think overall debt will remain under control. So we are expecting as a strategy, our debt equity will now not go beyond 0.5.
Right. But just wanted to know, what is the total Capex including both the projects? How much would that be? And over what period of time in this year?
In KCL, we have now come around 219 crore we have spent on the phase 1. And in case of Nano urea, we have just started commissioning of our project. And we have just released the order, roughly 26 crore of order has been released.
26. No, in future, how much, in this year itself, how much Capex will we do? So we've already done.
In this year, we will be spending 75 crore for Nano urea and that project by March 24. And around additional, you can say, 75 to 80 crore in KCL.
Okay. And all this money will be a mix of debt and internal accruals, right?
Yes.
Okay. Are we looking at any fundraising? Because the promoter holding is around 50% now. So are we looking at any fundraising?
No, fundraising does not have any relation with the promoter holding.
No, just because I see off and on sometimes the promoters do keep buying the shares. So I thought that maybe the promoters want to invest, want to infuse the money and for the future expansion also. That's why.
No, I think in the personal capacity they keep on, whenever opportunity comes, they keep on buying.
So depends on individual basis. Whenever anybody wants to buy, so they keep on buying it. So it is not that promoters wants to infuse money and that is why they are doing it. Not like that.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Did you understand what I answered?
I in individual capacity keep on buying. This is what you said.
Mr. Sancheti, your voice is breaking.
I had heard that in the individual capacity, the promoters are buying. After that, it was a little blank.
Yeah, that's correct. So on individual basis, people keep on investing.
Okay. I'm sure that the prices right now will be very lucrative for the promoters also, as it is for the investors after the call.
Yeah.
Okay. All the very best. If there's any other question, I'll get into the line. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We have our next question from the line of Shubham Kumar, an individual investor. Please go ahead. Mr. Shubham Kumar, your line is unmuted. Please go ahead with your question.
Hi, Ankit.
Yes, Shubhamji.
Ankit, I wanted to check with you with respect to the quality of titanium dioxide that we are producing. So any red flag with respect to the quality that we have been able to create, the technical quality as well as the purity?
So that is what I mentioned, that the plant stabilization is going on and the commercial sales we expect to start somewhere in the beginning of the third quarter from October onward. So we feel that at that time quality will be achieved.
Okay. So no lab quality has been produced so far which has been tested by third parties or your internal lab testing which has been produced by the plant?
So we have not started officially selling the product. So it will happen in the coming days.
Okay, that's all from my end.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, to ask a question, please press star and 1 on your phone now. As the management has addressed all the queries that the stakeholders had, I now hand over the call to Mr. Ankit Patel for his closing comments. Over to you, sir.
On behalf of the management, we thank you for joining us today. We appreciate your trust and support on us. And if you have any queries, you may get in touch with our CFO, Mr. G.S. Chahal, and our investor relationship advisor. We will connect with you offline. Thank you very much.
On behalf of Meghmani Organics Limited, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines.